Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the Akai MPC, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. This is session 3.3, and this will probably be a little bit of a shorter one, or at least I hope so, only because I wanted to show how to kind of get a tail that you can record now off of your loop, just so that you have something that when you play it, you can kind of have that wash or the reverb or whatever's on the tail kind of keep coming off. You could do this with the drums, you could do it with the bass. Whoops, didn't mean to start everything. You can do it with the bass. I'm going to do it with the pads here instead of going through everything. But let's go. We're going to go back and we're going to mute this because we don't want to accidentally record the drums in. We're going to go back to track 2. And now I'm going to change the length from sequence. I'm going to make it 4 beats just so that it's in time. But what we're going to do here is basically we want to make sure that it's going to play longer than the clip is. So if we do this, if we've done this correctly, you should be able to unmute it. Length, which I think we need to also make this 4 bars long. Actually, I don't think we actually need to change the length. Sorry. There we go. So we're getting the tail coming off. So, all right, just to go over it again, you just basically I just doubled the length of the bars so that we get that tail end. You can hear it. There's quite a bit of a tail to it. It's actually longer than the 4 bars, but I don't think we need the whole amount here to work with. So I want to go back to menu, pad 10. We're going to clear out what's in the buffer here, hit record, and we're just going to hit play. And you'll see it's going to go through and play the first amount, and then just kind of does this wash out. And we don't want to mute this, or we want to mute this now. We don't need to have it playing again. So what we're going to do from here, we're going to go back to this. We were going to export this. I'm just going to call it pad 3. So we know that we have this. We're going to keep it. And I'm going to double tap mute to go into the editor. And actually, we don't need to go to the editor. That's right. We can go to, I mean, we could if we wanted to go edit it. But we're going to go track 5. We're going to go to edit clip. We want to go to pad 11. So in this column, we're going to assign sample pad 3. We want the start. I don't know why it's doing it this way. We want the start to be at 3. So basically now if we just play this, unmute the track. Now you're just getting that wash at the end. Oops. And we go back to bars to 2. So now it's going to play. If I just play this, it's just going to play the wash. So what you would do is, when you wanted to kind of end your loop, is just kind of play this by one time. But now you can play this. You can let it loop as much as you want. It'll keep looping. And then when you're ready to end, you'd let it go into the tail. And then you can just hit the, oh, I guess you have to tap it to stop itself. That's right. Why is it stopping immediately? Or is it doing, it's on the 1 bar. So you let it go. And then when you were done, just kind of tap it to kill it. Or bring in another one. So again, this is just a quick way that you can bring stuff in and out. Knowing kind of where your start is. Sometimes it's worth having a start to build up. Then you'd have a middle section where you would loop, and then you'd have a tail. Just be able to build these things up allows you to kind of change up your song in different ways using the audio. Again, this isn't my favorite way to work, but it does help you kind of think about where you might have if you want to work with clips. This is a pretty decent way to do it. All right, guys, I'm going to stop here and not run long like I have been consistently, and just say, guys, keep making music, keep having fun, and peace.